Khan, your entire job is to stop the cannon getting into a fight here. Adam's entire job can be just to stop that cannon from being able to get on towards the backline. Then you just play front to back with the rest of your team. Koi round out that composition with
He's most susceptible to an early gank.
And we'll see Sheo and Maorang avoiding each other around.
A dive. I like this.
Twilight Shroud already down from Larssen. Sheo. Vault Breaker coming in. Larssen knocked up, knocked back, and shut out of the game. First blood over
to provide some safety for the bot lane.
It's always the risk
they're
here.
looking.
Trimby could step forward, Vault Breaker. Trimby flashes forward to dodge away from the Vault Breaker, but immediately is met with the polymorph. Crowny low, taking Cop will take him. Trimby dashing away, but he just can't escape as Sheo manages to answer one back. Maorang is on his way down here, but the Graviton from BDS, as you say. Adam, a little bit precocious perhaps, moving around the map as he does, but yet, although Sheo might make me eat my words as he does work his way up towards this top lane once again.
Adam trying to push this wave in as fast as possible. Shigenda looking to throw the ultimate out.
Cease and desist into the slicing Maelstrom. Shigenda dashes away. The Cataclysm locking BDS in place. Maorang's going to try and turn back onto Adam, who flashes away. Sheo, his next target. He's battering them with the club. Looking for a home run, but at the moment it's only a bunt, it seems, as he's dived back on. Flashes forward onto Adam. Maorang gets it. There's one. Knocked him out of the park. He's looking for two as Sheo able to answer with one of his own.
But the follow-up, not quite the way they wanted. Larssen now committing the ult.
Nuke still has the flash here, though.
Ooh.
Gets a good knockback there onto Trimby. The hook hits Nuke. Could have flashed it. Decided not to. The ignite ticking. Not even needed. Perfect execution from Larssen and Trimby.
It was so important for Nuke to dodge that hook. He needed to flash away from it, but he held on to it.
First, if they can layer it on someone. A slicing Maelstrom. A Felly assault with the Infernum as well as Sheo looks to a little bit of trade here. Thresh hold goes down. Larssen looking for that eel above, still has the wild growth. Larssen going forward, cease and desist. The exhaust going down as well, but now Koi have a numbers advantage instead. Crowny dives in, the lightning crash going forward. Crowny's got one. Oh, it's shooting season for Crowny, and Koi are his targets. Absolutely
so much focus, so much priority on setting up fights around this objective, and really the second that Larssen pressed that second E backline, right? You have Adam's ultimate that just forces you to use some of your mobility.
Larssen locked up underneath the tower here. The scat of the week is enough.
It's just clean.
Adam with the EQ sets up the play for BDS. The tower falls as well, and as you say, Betty, it is just clean so far. Maorang trading here onto Adam, but Sheo and LeBron in a great position to catch out Comp, and they do exactly that. The polymorph Comp doesn't have an opportunity to walk away. And it's just so good from BDS.
Pushing this wave, they move into the enemy jungle, they get this deep vision, and now the play.
Core though, Koi able to find him before the rest of his team could join, and the play
disrupts the flow for BDS. Let's see if they can get something back.
Maorang, you shouldn't face check this. BDS are all here. Maorang face checks, and even the Lantern can't save him. Shigenda locked up as well. There's a tower back there. Trimby's going to have to flash away from the Cataclysm. And in the end, even though BDS were the ones found out to start, they still get 2 kills, and they will still get the Herald if they so choose. They'll lose their bot tower for it.
To tower. And it's just an easy collapse from BDS. They get that initial kill onto the Trundle. Adam flashes in to ulti Trimby. But
same page, it seems, a 4,500 gold leaders. Koi try and fight for the Mountain Drake. It would be Soul Point. Shigenda's going to try and walk his way all the way around through this tri-bush in towards where this control ward is. But this is the control ward you always have to place. He can blast cone though. He could blast cone into the pit. He's going to try that. Already the Dragon Fallen. Shigenda going in with the slicing Maelstrom, but the knockback is absolutely perfect from Nuke. He stops Koi in their tracks, and even the Moonlight Vigil cannot find its mark. BDS now on the front foot, but Adam perhaps a little bit in reading a different book to the rest of his team, it seems. Crowny trying to get the damage down with the lightning crash as well. Sheo's already got one. Another has fallen as Comp chased off towards his top side. Shigenda's going to try and trade onto Sheo, but Sheo is so tanky. Force of nature already complete on this fire. You can stun him, you can lock him up, but the scat of the week will find Shigenda once again. Maorang fletches away, and in the end, BDS get the fight. Spotting him. Maybe Sheo was in range to give vision on it. And immediately they back away. They can look for a little bit more though. The Lantern coming down. Maorang already caught. Shigenda on the flank onto Crowny. The slicing Maelstrom being used. Crowny stunned up, locked up, pulled back with the death sentence, and Comp will kill him off. Now Adam trying to do what he can, but he's fallen as well. It's a 4v3 in favor of Koi. But there are health bars on BDS. Nuke stacking up
to solo the dragon, and the rest of them can actually answer the Baron. Shigenda, though, has
and Larson.
snuck his way through. Comp now in danger.
Yeah, but Comp's already caught the lantern. He's going to pull him out. Cease and desist. That is a very isolated Sheo. How long can he survive for? BDS going to try and collapse on towards him. He comes back out with Vault Breaker. Now Larson and Shigenda down towards the bottom side. The slicing mouse once again. Mara coming in, but Comp hasn't had the time to auto. Already Nuke has fallen, though. And Koi have found a perfect fight in the river. But Crownie's still full HP. He's dodging. He's dipping. He's diving. It's all Crownie. But call him king, because he has been crowned with a pentakill!
Like a team fight that could have gotten them back into the game. But Crownie comes
We realise the Baron hasn't begun. They're going round for Comp once again. Season the City tries to flash the lantern there for him, but he's nuked before he can even get to it. Larson shut down as well. Unending death here for Koi. Every time they step forward, they are met with the fist of BDS. And BDS a triple for Sheo. And
That will be the final nail in the coffin. BDS, 26.5 minutes in, looking dominant against Koi and looking to join Vitality in the best of fives.
BDS up till now has been like, but with the Baron buff for 2 more minutes, Adam looking for a little bit more. The wild card has come to party. Larson trying to get away, dodges out with the Twilight Shroud. A good hook is going to connect, but Sheo so tanky. Anathema's Force of Nature, Radiant Virtue, not getting through him anytime soon. Shigenda chunked out over the wall, and now BDS, having forced Koi back to the fountain, can push in 2 waves at once. Double cannons for them down towards this bottom side. No hope of Koi clearing out the wave. Adam's going to bring 1 more in the mid lane as this inhibitor falls down towards the bottom side. And Koi, licking their wounds, have to try and find something. Sheo goes forward. The hook. Oh, look at the damage on Trimby. Nuke has fully stacked up those splinters. And Trimby has to walk sheepishly back to the fountain. Koi still 5 members strong here, trying to defend, but I guess with no super minions, it's a little greedy for BDS to continue this push.
Koi doing what they can to hold on. Sheo just zoning Larson away by himself. The poke continues from Nuke. Look at the chunk damage. He throws the ultimate. Marang will be able to walk away with his life, though. Sheo.
Trimby. Oh, the damage! A single force of will onto Comp, takes him down below half.
And here they go. That's forced Koi back. Sheo was able to catch the wave in mid. You can see Larson trying to keep the wave away from the towers, trying to wait for the Baron buff to wear off, but it will not be enough. The ultimate now thrown out.
BDS have taken both the Nexus towers. They're looking for a little bit more of the fight as well. Adam keeping Larson distracted down towards the bottom side. Shigenda absolutely atomized, and BDS find their win 1-0 against Koi.
Good pick. I think that the Black Shield offers so much value into what BDS have drafted. Regardless, teamfight comp is what Koi have drafted for themselves. The range
A Sapphire Crystal, whereas Nuke had time to back and save his TP. Might have to burn it here to save Adam. Shigenda low flashes away. Adam will fall. Marang flashes as well. And in the end, Koi just for Larson. Yes, he lost out on a little bit of XP in that mid lane, but because Trimby was able to come across, didn't lose out on too much. First Dragon, those securities right now. It's like you pop one down, a couple more pop up. Flash, lantern, flash in from Trimby though. Disintegrate, gonna land onto 1. A great shockwave back as well. No one's tanking the tower though. Somehow, Labrov and Nuke were able to avoid the tower's aggro, and because of that, it's only gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of BDS.
I think it is being controlled by BDS. They don't want to allow him to get the flank.
Unstoppable Onslaught will connect. There's the Feather Storm as well, and Comp is rooted up, but he's able to escape. Cyclone in the midst of the pit as Marang tries to get away, but Shigenda now onto the back line with the shockwave as well. Just slicing and dicing a BDS. 1 down already as Adams falls down towards the bottom side. Nuke is trading against 2 though, and Nuke is winning out that fight. Adam trying to trade back onto Larson. Sheo coming forward. It's a triple for Nuke. Larson almost down as well, but they managed to get the lockdown onto Sheo. Shigenda and Larson live against Crownie and Nuke. Now Shigenda and Larson.
Larson and Shigenda's cleaning up on the backside. It would have been a 1-team fight, but then you see the broken of broken.
Because it was the broken of broken at the time. Decimating Smash going to land on Shigenda here. The miasma can come down from Nuke as well as Shigenda, even with the slicing Maelstrom, Petrifying Gaze. The poison, the flash is enough. Adam brings down the X and Shigenda falls. Really his first year where he's been unleashed on the LEC.
I think Adam is dead.
I think he might be dead as well, Benny. I'm not sure why we have to sing it. Is it another episode of the Patronizing Show as Adam falls down towards the bottom side? Koi managed to find a pick. Nuke pushing up top. It's the cross-map trade.
It reminded me of the song by the You know the two guys with the guitars that sung about the hippopotamus?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Flights of the Conchords.
Yeah, Flight of the Conchords. It's like, "Baby, you're dead. Okay. Labrov, he may as well be dead.
He tries to flash away, but a double cyclone with the clone is enough. Crowny coming in from the side as well. Now, Sheo does have a good flank here, but it's going to be a 2v4 if Sheo goes in.
Yeah, no, do not go in.
Pretty sharpish, decides that might not be the best course of action. Nuke, though, pushing in the bottom lane once again. He's been put onto side lane duty here for BDS as Koi bring Trimby and Larson over to answer, but that will be another...
It's true for the two mid lanes.
Yeah.
And once Nuke gets that level 13, it means that he will have both his Q and his E maxed, which in
well, 15 seconds on it. Sheo looking for Comp here, goes in with the cease and desist. Crowny on the chase as well. Comp, though, able to dash away with the Gale Force. Trimby's on the wrong side of the rift and stuns up Crowny. Puts down at the Tibbers as well, but can't quite get the damage. Tibbers going to chase. Marang down towards the bottom side. Crowny has to flash away. Nuke coming in, though. So far, 2 to the good for BDS. They win out the fight. Crowny was able to escape the mauling of a bear. Larson still has the shockwave here. Again,
these dragons remains strong. Medic, 15 dragons. Moving deeper into enemy jungle. They found Trimby.
Cease and desist onto him. There's the hook as well. The lantern back and Nuke is brought in. Trimby does get a double stun, but he's running to nowhere. He will fall. Nuke takes him. Comp trying to answer back with a bit of damage behind. Adam going there as well. And Comp, he pushed the wave up. He thought he could regain some pressure. Nuke flashes forward. Petrifying Gaze, Noxious Blast shut down for Crowny. Adam keeps Trimby away from the fight down towards them though, and it's going to be very difficult for them to get through him. Trimby stepping forward. Labrov, there's the double stun. Larson and Shigenda retreating as the Baron has been called off by BDS because they're looking for a little bit more action. Adam, ultimate 2 seconds away. The cease and desist into Slicing Maelstrom, but no one is in the midst of the meat grinder. Adam with the unstoppable onslaught is able to catch up on Shigenda. Trimby trying to put the damage down as well as Larson and Marang have to retreat. BDS get 2 once again. Comp though has with the chase. Nuke looking for a little bit more. The Twin bangs the movement speed. Marang goes back in with the Cyclone, but the rest of BDS are collapsing. Nuke is low. Shigenda trying to put the damage down, but the Lantern away. Into the flash forward. They lock him up. They take him out. Larson's fallen. And perhaps with it, Koi's hopes of winning this game. Labrov low though. One more auto flashes. Face plants into the wall.
From Labrov, the man landed exactly onto the target that he needed to. Larson had no opportunity to flash.
The Marang's on his way. Trimby could look for the flash in, but Sheo has the smite. 1,200 is what you're looking for. And Sheo hits it perfectly. Adam hits his face into a wall. Marang's looking for something. Trimby has a good flank position here, but the Petrifying Gaze means that BDS can start to turn. Comp trying to get into the action as Nuke kites back as well as he can. The Slicing Maelstrom coming out. Trimby's already dead. Cease and desist as well onto Comp. And that is it. BDS will wipe away Koi in the river, where they're usually at home. Koi have been found floundering. The smite coming out from Sheo as well. Comp's going to try and walk his way out of this one, but another Bolt Breaker finds its mark. Crowny on the chase, flashes forward the hook, but the ace as BDS clean it up.
Adam falls, but it doesn't matter because the rest of BDS clean up beautifully. 11-0-5 is the scoreline for Nuke after he has dominated Koi from start to finish. With the Baron, I don't know if BDS can end the game right now, but they can sure do some serious damage as Koi is left in tatters.
Crowny will get this tier 2 in the mid lane. Nuke and Sheo trying to keep this minion wave alive. Can't quite do it, but 3/4 of the HP of that top lane tower have already fallen. To make their first ever playoffs as an organization, and to do it by going through Koi.
Larson.
TP behind. The shockwave from Larson only hits onto Nuke. He is locked up. The Petrifying Gate's coming out as well. Nuke pops the stopwatch. Labrov trying to get into Shigenda as well, but Shigenda's onto the backline. Nuke already down. Marang will follow as well. The Slicing Maelstrom, but there's no one there to follow up. Shigenda bursts before the rest of Koi can join in. There's a Vault Breaker over the wall. I can see it. Trimby flashing in the face of Adam, but it really doesn't matter as Crowny picks up a triple. And Nuke has fallen, but at what cost for Koi?
It looks like it could be the game, Medic. Only 2 members left alive, Larson and Comp to defend. Comp is trying to clear out the mid wave to mitigate the pressure that's coming down onto the Nexus towers. Larson is going to heal. The last stand for Koi.
A date with Vitality awaits for BDS. The hook, the knock of the cease and desist, and ceased surviving Koi. BDS on the Nexus towers, sub 30 once again, as in dominant fashion, they are looking to secure their spot. Comp still trying to dash away, trying to flash away, trying to do anything, but look at the meat that is in front of him. These meatballs of Adam and Sheo just cannot be stopped. Crowny on the Nexus, and BDS in playoffs.
For the first, what we've been seeing from them, and just this creative level ones, the early game jungle pathing, the way that they kind of have this reliable bot lane that fails to let you down, and it's just, it's incredible how much growth that this team has made in such a short amount of time.
And you just look at how often we talk about Malrang in Koi games usually, and how much we talked about him in the early game today. It was all about Sheo shutting him down, not letting him do what he wanted to do, and usually Malrang, the star, the attention for Koi is all around him. You can vote, in fact, for your player of the game or player of the series at LEC on Twitter. Sheo, Nuke, and Crowny are your options. I can see Crowny standing by as well with Frankie. So for more on BDS's win, take it away, Frankie.
Thank you very much, guys. My heart is beating so fast right now because I get to say congratulations on making your first playoffs. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels amazing, to be honest, yeah.
When you woke up this morning and you thought to yourself, it's just one win and we are in the top 4, did you have any reservations about the matchup today?
No, I mean, we knew we beat them before, and we sort of thought that G2 would be the tougher opponent. So when we saw Koi win, we knew if we play good, it shouldn't, if we play to our standards, I think we should not have a hard time.
I mean, the standard you're setting when it comes to objective control is quite something. Why are you guys just unbeatable?
I mean, I think we just talked about it a lot and drilled it a lot from winter, and the coaching staff talks about it a lot, and we're all aware that it's like a good way to play, so I guess it's working for us, yeah.
As usual, you had an incredible performance, and so I have asked if we can get a little screen in place, because I imagine you might want to watch this one back. All right. Your first pentakill of the series, of the split, I should say. So let's take a look at what happened in game, and take a listen as well.
Look, he's entering. Flash of Philish, buddy. No flash of Philish. Yep. Ultim. Oh, I'm deep.
Looks a bit hard.
Go, help. Akali will go.
Go back if you can.
I will be fine.
Come to me.
Akali's on his behind us. Together. Kill Cannon, no flash. Look on me. I will take play there. Have to play slow. I'm out. Kill Akali. Okay. Nice. No kill first. Penta, by the way. Penta? Honey's for you. Let's go.
Go soul.
Okay, good job. Maybe we can do both, actually. Can you not TP? Actually, he has TP.
How did you feel in that moment?
I mean, I didn't really talk much because I was focused on dodging Trash Hook, which is like the only CC that they have, because they have like Trundle, Akali. So as long as I dodge Trash Hook, like they can't really do much against me. So I was pretty much just focused on playing the fight. That's why I was pretty quiet.
Pentakill than you were.
No, I mean, I got a triple kill, and then I saw they're pretty low, but I'm not really thinking of getting the penta in the fight. I was just focused on the fight. But then when I got the triple and I saw 2 of them low, I kind of knew I can probably get it, and then it was nice, yeah.
See, that's surprising to me, because a few weeks ago, you sat in the makeup room here at the LEC studio, and you promised makeup lady Marine that you would get her a pentakill.
Yes.
Have you got any words for her? She's been supporting you all the way.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to thank her. It looks like she actually did manifest it by saying it every time I saw her. She just told me to get the penta, and that even all the wins were not enough as long as I didn't get the penta, so I guess it helped.
There you go, you've already won the split then. Something that's really interesting, actually, about that clip is the voice comms. As you say, you're so focused on getting the job done, but even the team around you, the comms are really clear and they're really calm. Is that something you've been working on?
I mean, for sure, it's like something we're aware of, because we had a lot of games where it was very hectic at the start of the split, like the Vitality game and some of the other ones. So we, for sure, like a lot of times we just tell each other to kind of just focus on playing the fight well mechanically, and because we are all good players, so you just need to click well, like in the fight, and it should be fine. You don't need to like shot call everything, pretty much.
Well, you'll be playing Vitality next.
Yes.
Because you are in the best of 5.
Yes.
How do you feel about this matchup?
Oh, I mean, I think they're like for sure like maybe the strongest or one of the strongest teams in the league. So I'm very excited, and it's my old team. So.
Oh, I'm extra excited now. Thank you very much,
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. We
Thank you
will
very
see
much.
you playing next week.
Thank you.
But right now, to close out week 4 here in the LEC Spring Split, let's head over to Laura, Ender, and Adam in the very French post-game lobby.
Thank you very much, Frankie. Amazing interview with Penta Boy, Crowny here, but welcome to the LEC post-game lobby, where I'm joined by Ender and Adam. I can say the French way for once. They make fun of me so much backstage. Whenever they have to pronounce your name, it's like, can you do it, Ender, maybe?
Tu t'appelles Shadam. Chadam? Okay.